CPUT. I'm the founder of the mentorship program called the Sisterhood of the Architectural Parents. We're not going to go into how we got to the name, because what's more important is the fact that we decided I'm not going to say old, let's maybe say we mature, like a fine wine or something like that. Bunch of women that's been in the industry for years. And when we started out, it was difficult. It was a man's world, and you coming there in your female body, your female presence, and it was hard. We didn't have anybody to help us. We had to figure it out for ourselves. And you guys are coming into that, and you're going to learn how difficult it still is. But what we decided was that if we had it so difficult, we've now forged a way. We want to pass that knowledge that we've learned to the younger generation coming up, because in a couple of years I would like to retire, but you will still be in it, and you are going to try and make a difference. So we are, at the moment we are about 7 females across the country. We have 2 in Cape Town, 3 in KZN, and 2 in Johannesburg. We are sourcing a mentor in Free State, Northern Cape, Limpopo, and the basis of this is it's nothing. You also see that's why there's no presentation, because it's all about being informal with very serious things. Because when you're more informal, you sort of let your guard down and you're going to open up, and we're going to hear more of what is it that you actually need in this journey. Where if I'm standing here and I'm wearing an evening gown and I've got a presentation going, it becomes very formal and there's less engagement. And the purpose of this is to start engaging. So that's a bit about the program. So about me, and then I'm also going to introduce you to my colleagues. So at this point, it's now where I'm supposed to tell you that I've worked on this project and that, and I've accomplished this and I've accomplished that, but that is not the purpose of it. The purpose is, how did I get here? Who am I and what did I do? So, for example, I am however many years old. Yeah, we're not going to talk about that. I started architecture. I realized in the first year I hated it. But my mom was a single mom. There was no real money for me to go and I had a house and do nothing. So I had to make it work. I had a boyfriend at the time while I was studying. That didn't go really well, but I still had to study. And then, as most of you probably have boyfriends and girlfriends, I don't know. So, when you're doing all of that, you're lifing, but you also want to build a career. That's tough if you don't have all the skills. So, some of you probably at the moment, some of the girls, not the boys, it's probably that time of the month also. I mean, like, and you still need to go into studio, and you're either hungry, you have pains, or you don't want to have pains, you are hangry basically, but you still have a project due. And that is sort of what this is about. Sorry guys, we are talking about that thing now, but we have to, because it becomes difficult for that few days. Then you have probably some of you, maybe you have adult responsibilities. Yes. You contribute to finances of the house, you may be taking care of your parents. But while you are doing that, you want to build a career because you don't have an option or you want more for yourself. So that is where we come in, because I had half of those things. And then the elephant in the room that we don't talk about many times is something might have happened to you, something that you don't want must happen to you. And yet, after it happened to you, you're still going to have to come here, do your portfolio, speak to people, but yet life goes on because you need to build a career for yourself. That's where we come in. The 7 of us, we've been through it. And we are now putting things in place where we wanting to help you. But at the same time, we've also developed independent personalities. For example, I am not just an architect, architectural professional, I'm a boxer. So that is something I would also want to do. So you might want to be an actor and an architect. You might want to be a millionaire architect. My colleague is an ice skater, for example, and she's an architectural professional, and she's a mom. The point why we started this is we want more. And we want you to have more, and we want to help you to have more. So before I go on to the next thing, any questions so far? Because I've said a lot, and you guys must also interact with me. Anything? Okay. So next is, I would like to introduce my colleague. Please note we are both equally nervous. You guys are probably more relaxed than us. This is Griya Chadwan. We work together. And my colleagues, the females, what they don't know is a lot of this is actually based on us. The daily things we go about, Griya is a mom, her daughter is cute as a button, her daughter is also an ice skater, and then we have 2 other moms in the office. And yet, they need to pitch up every morning at 8 o'clock. If you have kids, it's very difficult. If you're taking care of somebody, it's very difficult. But you still have to pitch up regardless. So Leah is here, and this is the reason why she's here. We'll get to that. My next question to you guys is, how was Block Week? How was Block Week? Last week's Block Week. How was that? How did that go?
It's only the 2 ladies who can answer that for you.
How was Block Week, ladies? You made it, you're still alive, so I'm assuming it went well.
They're still on block.
You're still. Okay. But you survived. You survived. Okay, that's good.
What's Block Week?
So Block Week is, if you are an intern and you're working and you want to study part-time, you're going to come back to this wonderful place for a week every quarter, and then you're going to cram. After the week you go back and you work again. So that's Block Week. So it becomes super stressful because you're working and you study at the same time. So that's Block Week. Okay, so the next thing that I want to do is, I'm going to have a discussion about workplace integration. But while I'm having that discussion, I'm going to hand out a little booklet and a container. Whatever questions you guys have, how you want us to help you